Hi, I'm Claire and I'm part of the sales team here at Don Amott Leisure Kingdom, and we've got a super duper little caravan that's just coming on the pitch today. So it's a Swift Archway Sport. So it's a dealer specials cut on the Sprite that Swift actually make. This is a 2024, and being a dealer special, it's got a few little whistles and bells. So the first thing it's got that's not standard is the ATC. The ATC, when you've got your car and caravan connected, it helps you if you were to get a sway on. So it will apply the brakes, it pulsates them on, keeping the vehicle in line behind you. It will give you a discount on your insurance as well if you tell them. To the front there is the Elco hitch lock. This is the handbrake, and this will level the caravan front and back. Gas locker is here. Inside the gas locker you can see that this is where the spare wheel is stored. There's space there for 2 gas bottles, but do remember the caravan has what we call a nose weight. So with having the spare wheel in there and 2 gas bottles, try not to overload that cupboard too much. As we go around the side, this here is a flue for the heating, and this hole is where you put your leg winder to lower the legs down on the caravan so it remains stable. This is where your water pump is connected, and in here is where your leisure battery will live. This is our leisure battery, but obviously we can supply one for you if you need us to. Here is the button that activates your motor mover, and this is where you connect your mains electricity. The caravan, when you purchase it, if there was any remained in manufacturer's warranty, we'd put your name to that, but it would be your responsibility to keep into a service schedule. The motor mover isn't covered on the warranty. We've got 2 fridge vents here. That obviously releases the heat that comes from the gas when the fridge is being worked on gas. This is where you put your toilet flush chemical, and inside here is your cassette box. As you go to the back of the caravan, it's got 2 grab handles which you would use when pushing it into position, if you were pushing it into position, and also it's got where you would put a bike rack should you wish to. As we go to the side of the caravan, you can see you've got an inlet here and an inlet here, and there's a little rail that goes all the way around the caravan. That's where you'd put an awning. You can have a full awning, a midi awning and a porch awning. Porch awnings are great because it's just somewhere you can put your wet coat and your muddy boots. Down here, a non-standard feature to the Sprite is an external 3-pin socket. And here is a gas barbecue point, and we've got this underbed locker where you can access anything that you need, so maybe mains hookup lead you'd take out of here, so you don't have to keep going in and out of the caravan. So we'll take a closer look inside, but before we go in, we can see that it's got a fly screen on the door, and in the lid of the bin is a little dustpan and brush. So come on in. So as you come into the caravan, up here we've got the easy use control. This button here is for your awning light. That's your awning light, sorry, that's your internal lights, and you can read the power in the battery, providing it on the mains of your caravan and also when connected to the car. As we look into here, if we look to the floor, we can see it's got removable carpets. As we're looking in the floor, you'll see these little circular black things. That's the air outlet, so when your heating's on, that's how you direct where you want the warmth to be. If we look up, we can see that it's got an aircon unit, and again the aircon unit isn't covered under the Don Amott warranty, albeit the product looks pretty much brand new. As we come to the front here, you can see that we've got 2 long comfortable bench seats. By pulling out the slats, this will turn into your double bed. Depending how tall you are, you can sleep long ways on, or you can also sleep across, whichever suits your comfort. Here we have an occasional table, perfect for a cup of tea and a plate of biscuits. And we've got a drawer here with an inner drawer as well. The inner drawer I always forget's there. Down here we've got extra storage. This here is the alarm sensor, and again you can see we've got more blown air outlets. To the front we've got the 3 windows. Each window's got a fly screen and a blind. And we've got the panoramic window up there, which has just got a blind for night time. We've got a USB point, and we've also got a main socket. Underneath the beds, we've got additional storage. So under here, this is where a few of the brains of the caravan are. So in this area here, we've got the hot water heater and where the heat gets generated from. This is an online water pump, so when you do run your tap in here, it will make a b-b-b-b noise. That's just your water pump pumping the water through your taps. This is an inline filter, and this here is a lever that we lift up to drain all the water. So whether it be winter or summer, when you leave site, we always lift this lever up, and that releases any water, so we're not carrying excess weight. This is the back of the battery box, and then you'll see all the little red wires. They all go into this, which is the brains for your motor mover. And then this here is your charger unit. So inside there, that is where the battery gets charged from. And then we've got a switch there for if we were on mains for heating and hot water. We've got a charger switch that you'd put on if you wanted to charge your batteries, fuses and your trip switches. This can be accessed that way as well. If we look this side, under where Jack was sat, this is where you've got plenty of storage, which can also be accessed that way. So in my caravan, which is the same layout as this, that's where the sheets, the duvet and the pillows are. Moving down. So as we go into the kitchen area, it's plentiful of work surface area. We've got 2 switches there for additional lighting, which I've just switched some lights off. We've got 2 main sockets, and then here this clips out so you can put your cables through, so you've not got wires all over the worktop. It has a work surface extension, a good sized sink, microwave, great cupboard storage, and if you look here you'll see that on the roof there's a solar panel, so this will trickle charge your leisure battery. Never fully charges it, but will trickle charge it. 3 gas ring burner, a grill and an oven. And here we've got a great size fridge with a freezer compartment. The fridge will work on gas and mains, and if you put it into the battery setting while travelling, it'll keep it at the temperature that it's at. Great work surface here, perfect for your little flat screen if you've got one. And throughout, the cupboards in this caravan are plentiful. More storage down here, but again, the caravan has what we call a payload. Your salesperson will talk about this with you, making sure that your safety is put first. Here is the most amazing washroom ever, exactly the same as mine in my caravan. It is delightful. So we've got the toilet here with a flush and a warning light when the toilet needs to be emptied. You've got your loo roll holder here, a towel holder there, a nice little shelf there for your aftershaves and your perfumes. A great size wardrobe with storage beneath. Underneath there I'd put some plastic storage containers, so it means loading and emptying the caravan's really easy. In the wardrobe we've got the TV aerial. When you get onto site, a bit of advice, look where everybody else's aerial's pointing and copy. That way you'll know you've got a good signal. This shower is amazing. When you come into here, it's got the most beautiful marble effect walls with a different marble effect here. The shower head has been taken off by the previous owners, because what you wouldn't want it to do is to fall off in transit and bash or crack the floor. But in here you've got loads of room and a nice plastic door that comes across, so you've not got to get strangled by a shower curtain. Long gone are the days of those. So as you can see, this is a really good usable space and perfect for a dressing room. So in all, I think this is a cracking caravan. It feels so new and hardly used, so I think it's worth a trip over to Don Amott Leisure Kingdom. Come and ask for me. My name's Claire. I'd love to bore you about payloads and make sure you've got the right car for the job. So come on over. I look forward to seeing you and showing you around this beautiful caravan.